In 1968 would be the time that I first went into China with my parents back and forth. They had a house in LA. We would constantly fly back and forth. Spent a lot of time in Asia as a kid. My dad was originally from New York, grew up in Brooklyn. He was working for Flying Tigers at the time. And during World War II, Flying Tigers was helping the Chinese. Flying Tigers became an air cargo company after the war, and they were supplying most of the cargo into Asia. So if you were building a factory in China and you needed sewing machines, Flying Tigers would deliver them. Mom came from the toy business. Grandma was in the toy business. Mom did the same thing. She went in the plastics business. So my family overall spent a lot of time in China, building businesses and exporting from China to the US. China has an immigrant spirit that we don't have in the US. Chinese people see the opportunity in America, but they also see the opportunity in China. If you give them the tools, they can create amazing things. That's the difference between the US and China. US at the moment, we've lost that immigrant spirit. We used to have that. My parents had it. I have it, but my kids don't have that same immigrant spirit. They don't see the opportunity. So I think for Americans or people in Europe, people in Latin America, you have to go into China and see what people are doing in China and then look at your opportunity. Americans get off the plane and they go to the Four Seasons for 3 days and they have a meeting. And I said, how was China? Oh, the Four Seasons was great. The food was fantastic. I said, did you go to the upcountry? No, I just stayed at the Four Seasons. It was fantastic. That's not China. You need to get out. You need to drive around. You know, go 2 or 3 miles outside of town and see what's out there. Then you have a better understanding of the culture. Many of the Americans don't do that. They stay at the Four Seasons and they've seen China. That's not China. So it's a different mentality. So once you go outside and you spend time on the street, you learn the culture. You learn how the people think and how they react. The Chinese are very resourceful and they're quick start. You know, if there's a new business, they see something, they see the opportunity. But again, they need the know-how. Once they know how to do it, they can do it better, they can do it cheaper. And the people were open. I think everybody in China and everybody in America wants to work together. There's a lot of cooperation there. I think the overall businessman wants to do business in China. We need more government support on both sides.